Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Tyler,
I'm Will.
and this is the Will and Tyler Show. This is an idea we both had for like 2 years now,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
something we're finally going through with. If my quality is terrible, it's because I'm in my car. Um, but it'll just, first episode, little things, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
pilot episode.
Yeah, pilot episode. Exactly, exactly, exactly. All right, so the first thing we're gonna want to do is we're gonna jump straight into current events. So, big things today in the world of boxing. It might not have been a championship match. Well, actually, there was yeah, a cruiserweight championship match before the big match, where Badu Jack is now the new WBC cruiserweight champion. So, congrats to Badu Jack. We don't really know him. I don't listen to boxing that much, but that was on the card. So good for him. Um, Big news: Jake Paul got beat. What are our thoughts?
Whoa! Yeah,
I have not watched. I did not
yeah,
watch the fight. I have to say I was not surprised. I mean, think about it. You got Tommy Fury, his brother Tyson. World heavyweight champion. This dude is just crazy. Lost hundreds of pounds, came back from a bad spell of drug addiction. Tommy, a celebrity on Love Island in the United Kingdom. So I'm glad he was able to get it, even though it was just by points. But hey, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. He still beat Jake Paul, which I feel like. I
yeah.
mean, Jake Paul, he might not be a tried and true boxer technically, but I mean it's still good to beat him. I mean this guy has a lot of stuff. Money can buy a lot of things. And I think the money helped him buy good trainers, but I think inherently it just came down to Tommy Fury had that fighting spirit. The Gypsy people, that's a big thing for them is fighting, and it just came down to his culture. And he's been doing this a lot longer than Jake has. Jake just got into this with the whole YouTube thing. But Tommy and Tyson, I mean, this is their lifestyle coming from their father. This is a big thing for them. So glad happy for Tommy. And if we get a second fight, I'm sure Jake's gonna put more work into it. But good for both of them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I saw. I think it was maybe Dana White. Don't quote me on it, but I saw like this clip. I think it was on Instagram, and he said he was like, if we didn't know him from YouTube and we just knew him as a boxer, like this dude would be like he
oh
would be
yeah, yeah.
like
If
a
he
legit
wasn't the
fighter.
YouTuber beforehand, if he wasn't the kid from Disney Channel, he would be an up and
Yeah,
coming boxer. Because he has a personality before he started boxing, he kind of becomes this different character per se. He kind of becomes like a heel character towards it.
yeah. Which like I don't watch a lot of boxing. I mean, but like just because it's like it's like what $60 or $70 per pay per view or
Yeah,
something like
as
that.
much as I like
Um,
watching boxing, I can't justify the cost.
yeah, I mean and I kind of had this argument, not really argument, but just like a discussion with someone. Like, and it was like, well, you'll sit and watch like the Super Bowl or the NBA Finals. Yeah, it's
That's
free.
free. Yeah,
Like,
all I'm paying for is
yeah,
cable. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
yeah, exactly. I'm paying for or I'm not even paying. Like, you're
Yeah,
paying for the subscription it is
yeah.
to watch, and it's what $55 cheaper than it is
Oh yeah,
to
oh yeah,
watch.
oh yeah.
Like,
Most definitely, most
and to
definitely.
think about it is like I remember like a super long time ago, it was Ronda Rousey and I can't think of the other chick's name, but all I remember is Ronda Rousey got absolutely destroyed. It was like her
Oh,
first
um,
loss.
let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, it was like her first loss in forever. And I remember we all got hyped and we all went to like our neighbor's house and watched the pay per view. They paid like the $80 or whatever it was just for her to get knocked out in like 30 seconds.
Holly Holm.
Yeah, yeah, she kicked the crap out of Ronda
Yeah,
Rousey.
she beat her up.
So
She,
I remember that, and I remember we were all there. This was like a couple hour long. I remember falling asleep during the prelims. Like that's
yeah,
how
yeah,
late and long the like event itself was.
yeah,
So like, but yeah, I always mess with UFC. Like I don't watch
yeah,
it now, but I remember back when UFC TV was actually worth the money you like paid for it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I remember like that was the cool thing to watch. Like my like
yeah.
favorite UFC memory was like watching this guy jump off the cage and like roundhouse I can't speak roundhouse this guy in the head, and it was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's the more thing because I feel like UFC is more applied fighting. It's mixed martial arts. You're not just limited to boxing. which is I mean, that makes it more entertaining to watch for me, because I mean, in boxing, there's the sense of mystery, the unexpectedness of how is he going to get him. But in UFC, it's just more primal to me, more brutal. It's like two grizzly bears going at it. It's just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That's the,
especially there's two different styles of UFC
yeah.
too.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
there's many different styles, but like when you really think about it, you got the super lightweights, that weigh like 165
Yeah, the
pounds,
featherweights. Yeah, you
that
can
are
have featherweights that are way less
that
than
are
that too.
absolutely
Yeah.
flying through the octagon, and then you got the big guys,
Yeah,
that
you
are
got
like
the
flyweight
John
to like
Joneses. Yeah, Brock
the
Lesnar,
the
stuff
guys
like
who
that.
are like 275 plus,
Yeah.
and that's more like haymakers than it is, all this grappling and
Yeah. They
submission
talked
kind of
about
stuff.
Francis Ngannou. It was like his I don't know if it was the applied force or something like that was equivalent to being hit by a Ford Focus going 45 miles an hour was equivalent to like his right hand or something like that. It was crazy, just absolutely crazy. Yeah. Which kind of actually that's kind of a good thing when you were talking about how much horsepower do you think you make as a person? Because in this first episode, people have not seen you. They don't know that you are a unit of measurement. You have the foot, you have the pound, the mile, the inch, stuff like that, and then you have the Tyler. The Tyler is just a unit of measurement. 6'1", 280 pounds of just pure Americanism. It's just that's a unit right there. He is a unit measurement. It's like now we compare like, oh, the car weighs 8 Tylers or the car weighs 10 Tylers or I'm 1/2 Tyler. Like that's because he kind of becomes a standard. So actually the next thing we're gonna compare him to our friend group, but a big thing we're going to friend group is our top 5. It's gonna be a good segment here. We're gonna go through a few of these today, but our top 5 friend interactions. So for me, at the 1, obviously. Or no, we're going to actually. You know what? Let's work bottom up. Let's really build the anxiety. So, the 5 for me. The 5 I'm gonna have to go with going to our friend Christian's birthday parties, just because the house is good. Play pool, play Jackbox, get a little controversial in Jackbox, but that always makes it more fun. It always does get a little humid when you have 30 people in a basement. So that's kind of a drawback. But overall, a good time. At the 4, I'm gonna have to punch. It's gonna be your birthdays or just events at your house. So whether we're playing cornhole, or you, me, and your dad are making hot sauce and stinking up your whole house, and your mom comes home and your dog literally can't see because of how spicy the air is. He has to go outside. And he was sneezing. Let's get one thing straight. That hot sauce was gas. Y'all can buy it from me too. I got pepper jelly, so hit me up. But gotta put the plug in there. But yeah, that's probably be friend interactions involving you would be the 4. At the 3, I'm gonna punch KBHL hockey. It's a hockey league thing we do. Probably once a month is kind of what it turns out to be. Maybe once every other 2 months. It just depends on what we are with school and stuff like that. But KPHL hockey, that's at the 3 for me. At the 2, this is kind of an underdog too. It's a top 5, but I'm not sure most people have it out there too. I'm gonna have to go with movies, just because of how movies are. Because like at the movies, we'll always get the one lady to take a picture, and it's always a good movie. I think the last movie we saw together as a friend group was A Quiet Place 2. A very, very good movie. I did not see the first Quiet Place. I was a little clueless, but I thought it was a very, very good movie, and just the direction and the way it kept you enamored into the movie the whole time was pretty good. Then at the 1, you got to punch the ultimate hangout, which is gonna be dinner with friends. Okay, and the spot, the ultimate spot, is Uncle Elder's. And the 2 there, we got to put Sweet Rue, except for the last time, because it took 45 minutes to get 8 wings, which is just absurd, considering we're the only people in the restaurant. And then at the bottom of the list, no, excuse me, 1 up from the bottom of the list is going to be Buffalo Wild Wings, because at the bottom of the list is Glory Days, because the mac and cheese was not melted, and everything there was just, the customer service was dragging. So that's my top 5 friend interactions. Tyler is actually going into his house right now. So right now, I'm going to do my top 5 school lunches, and then he's going to come back and give his top 5 friend interactions, and then his top 5 school lunches. So my top 5 school lunches at the 5. I'm not sure if everybody has had one of these. It's been a while since I've had one. but I mean, it's pretty memorable for me. It's going to be Salisbury steak. I don't care if it's a beef patty soaked in, old gravy with some mashed potatoes on the side. The Salisbury steak served at our school is top notch. I mean, it's not no filet mignon, or this ain't like a 3-star Michelin, but it's a school lunch. This is post Michelle Obama. We're getting back the good taste in food. So, at the 5 is going to be Salisbury steak. At the 4 is going to be pizza quesadilla. Now, I know most of your schools, if you're not from where we are, probably don't have this, but it's just like dough, quesadilla, dough on top with like spice and stuff on top of it. Really, really good. Top 4 lunch food for me. At the 3, buffalo chicken bites. Some people have called them boneless wings. Me and Tyler are very adamant that a wing has a bone. If it does not have a bone, it's a chicken nugget, because it's not. There's nothing that correlates that meat to the bone at that point. Then nothing correlates it to the wing. So 3 is going to be buffalo bites. At the 2, I'm going to have to go, and Tyler actually brought this up last night, but just because of the nostalgia of it and the way it made you feel, I'm going to go with green eggs and ham. Dr. Seuss Day, having green eggs and ham at school, it might have made your stomach a little grumbly, but it was pretty cool to have that the one day, because everyone's like, what the? And then you realize, oh, this is pretty good. And at the 1, and this should be no question about it, at the 1, I'm punching Asian chicken with rice. It's pretty much teriyaki chicken nuggets with rice, but they load you up. Most schools probably 2 or 3 nuggets, 6 with a big scoop of rice. And that's a good top 5 list of school lunches, especially in the post Michelle Obama era. Because let's be honest, before Michelle Obama, and nothing against her, great woman. Have not ever interacted with her, but seems like a great woman. She ruined school lunches. Before Michelle Obama, stuffed crust pizzas. I had soft pretzels in my elementary school. You could buy, they're like 75 cents. You buy them with a little spinning rack thing, like a rotisserie. We would have full Thanksgiving feasts. I'm not even joking. You would get tickets because of the feast. I mean, the food, it was still school lunch, but it was at least a 2-star restaurant. But I mean, then, Michelle Obama had to come in. So we need to eat healthy, guys. So she limited the portions, which was not the way to eat it, because the sugary snacks is what you need, like the cosmic brownies. And because of like the whole Michelle Obama thing, it's still understood in our school that we have vending machines at our school, and you cannot buy anything from those vending machines during the lunch hours. So pretty much all of 3rd period is you're not allowed to use them. And then if 4th period comes, you can get something from the vending machines. But I mean, most of them are just drink vending machines, but some of them have like chips and granola bars and stuff like that, just for athletes and things like that. I see Tyler's back. So Tyler, can you go ahead and give me your top 5 friend interactions?
Top 5 friend interactions. Let's see. Number 5. I think I'm gonna go all the times we met in any parking lot.
Okay, yeah. And the big thing for us, the Planet Fitness one, yeah.
Yeah, like the local Planet Fitness we have.
Yeah.
Number 4, even though for me, I only went once, just because of how iconic it was. I feel like Christian's birthday party was just ideal. Like it was super fun.
Yeah. I think Jackbox kind of made that night, the most recent one that is. Jackbox kind of made that for us.
For sure, like hands down.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what else. Number 3. Honestly, see, this is what we were talking about. Like I think if I heard Will correctly, me and Will kind of had this this was like kind of what led to the podcast. We kind of had this conversation, and then we were like, this needs to be documented.
Yeah.
So
a lot of what we do needs to be documented.
I'm trying to remember what my number 3 was.
I mean, you still got Andy on there as a big thing. You got KBHL hockey, you got dinners, stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, all the stuff that like just everything that you could think of, just whenever we did at my house.
Okay.
Whether it be my birthday parties or the hot sauce, the sleepovers, the cornhole, the cornholes. Yeah, those always would get
the big thing for the sleepover with me was playing poker until 4 a.m. while you ate a whole rotisserie chicken.
Dude, that's an iconic. That was what my 16th birthday party. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yep. because I had just gotten my
So
license.
that was my 16th birthday party. I ate an entire rotisserie chicken,
You started at
and
1:30 in the morning. We were watching, I want to say, Impractical Jokers on the television.
it was either Impractical Jokers or it had to be like Ocean's, one of the Ocean's movies.
I think early in the night we started with Ocean's 13, and then we moved to Impractical Jokers. I think
Yeah,
that's what it
because
was.
I remember Christian stayed till like midnight,
Yeah, then he had to go home.
and then he went home.
You, me, and Carr stayed. Carr had to go to work in the morning. I remember that. This was when
Yeah,
Carr still worked at Jersey Mike's too, which
yeah,
is
but
crazy
this is
because
how long ago this was.
y'all have not gotten it. Hopefully, we'll have our friends join us in this at some point. You'll get to meet Carr, the man with the legend.
Yeah.
I hope you want to be his cousins too. We're gonna have him on here. We gotta have him tell us a few stories.
We definitely gotta get Beach or something.
But our friend Carson, he has had, I want to say, 8 different jobs in like 3 years. He worked with my sister for a little bit at a retirement community. He worked at Jersey Mike's. He worked at Battlefield. Worked at Whitehorse.
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx. Panera Bread. Here. Panera Bread
McDonald's.
in Warrenton. McDonald's. That's 8 so far.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is 9. I think
Dairy
he's
Queen. He worked
Dairy
like
Queen.
2 shifts at
Yeah,
Dairy Queen.
that's 10. But he still currently works at Chick-fil-A, right? Like,
Yeah,
that's his main
5
source of
hours.
income. Okay. And Carson, also shout out to Carson. He does music on Spotify. Carson Lace is his name.
Carson Lace.
Go ahead and give him a listen. It's got good stuff. 43 Minutes of Life is my favorite album he's put out. Two-Headed is a song he just released. Very good song. Not really sure who he's dissing, who he has the ops with, but we're going to get that from him. We're going to do a Q&A with him for one of our podcasts. So, Tyler, can you go ahead and give us your finish off your list and then go for our top 5? Yeah, you have your 2 and your 1 and then your top 5 school lunches.
I might have a little bit of bias. I think number 2 for me is going to be dinner.
Okay.
I think number 1's got to be KBHL.
Yep. Yeah, and I had those flip-flops, so yeah, you're all good. Yeah, but I mean, KBHL is up there, and so is dinner. Yeah, those are just great interactions. Because KBHL, I mean, we have 20 people out there. We shut down a parking lot. We're playing hockey for 6-8 hours a day. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That day we went out, like, I think it was
Also,
at what, 10, and we didn't leave till like 4 or 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Y'all need to peep the TikTok KBHL. What is it? KBHL_commissioner.
Yeah. Something like that.
We got decent number of views on there. Watch it. We got highlights from games. We got post-game interviews where we also, if y'all ever want to meet Jim, let us know. A lot of things we say. Back to you, Jim. Jim is a mythical creature. Y'all gonna meet him at some point, though.
Y'all will meet the legendary Jim.
You will meet the legendary Jim at some point. All right, Tyler, can I get your top 5 school lunches from 5 to 1, please?
From 5 to 1.
5 to 1.
So, I'm assuming most of our listeners would be from Culpeper and have gone
Assuming, yeah.
a Culpeper school.
Well, I think we can just generalize it as Virginia. I think we can get away with that.
Yeah, probably. Number 5 for me, right? Even though it's a hot take, would be Rivakue, right?
Okay, Rivakue, yeah. That's a top 5 school lunch. It wasn't in my top 5, but it is a top 5.
See, I feel like I go number 5 Rivakue, number 4, right? I'm going spicy chicken sandwich.
Ooh, see, that wasn't even on my list. I honestly,
Yeah.
that's kind of a sleeper. I forgot about that. That was a little bit of a sleeper build. there, but great pick.
Number 4, like I said, I'm going spicy chicken. Number 3, I think I'm going Buffalo Bites.
Okay, yeah, I think I have my Buffalo Bites at the 3 too.
Number 2, I'm going middle school Asian chicken.
Yeah, so yeah, I brought up Asian chicken was my 1, but I'm with you on Asian chicken. That's a top 3 and it's not 3. I'm telling you that it's top 3 and it's not 3.
Oh, pardon me.
He over here munching.
2, I am. I ate it. That's that sandwich I got from Siege Treats.
Oh, good stuff.
My number 2. Wait. Yeah. Okay. I am at 2. Sorry. Had to.
Yeah.
My number 2. I think I'm going. Oh no, my number 2 was Asian chicken.
Okay, so middle school Asian chicken. So you're 1. Your top. Your top or top school lunch of all time. First team, All-American, All-State school lunch.
For me, it's gotta be freshman year Tex-Mex Bowl.
Ooh, see, that's a good pick.
I don't know what happened, like what they did to it, but like whatever they put in it was just so good.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
sure. Yeah, I think that was the end of the Obama administration, the start of the Trump administration. So we had started getting that. And we don't get too political, but we had got Michelle Obama out of the healthy food thing. Melania Trump came in and pretty much just said um, nothing because we don't really understand her that well. But but they pretty much got rid of all that crap. You know, we got Betsy DeVos in there. Don't really know what she did as the Secretary of Education, but we got our good food back, or it's slowly coming back, which we're very happy about. All right, so now our next segment is sports stories. It's Sunday, so it's sports stories, or at least when we're recording this, it's Sunday. I'm not really sure when it's going to get released, but today's sports story Sunday for us. So I'm going to cap on how my teams did today. So obviously, being from the DMV basketball team, it's got to be the Washington Wizards. The Wizards lost 82-102 to the Bulls today, so not a good day for fans up in Washington. And another sad thing, the Capitals. You know, we were at Stanley Cup run a few years ago. Lost 4-7 to Tyler's team, the Sabres today. So, you know, good for the Sabres. You know, Sabres. Are they in playoff contention? I think they're in.
As of right now, we are in the playoffs.
Okay. The Caps. They got to make up some game. They got to make up some games. They got to put it into gear. We had one of the greatest hockey players of all time out with Alexander Ovechkin on our team. We gotta kick it into high gear here. And you know, we're both of us are Phillies fans. You know, spring training not back yet, so nothing from the Phillies. Obviously, football season's done. I'm a Pats fan. Tyler's a Bills and Eagles fan. You know, Eagles had a good run. Had a good run though. Had an amazing run. So did the Bills. The city of Buffalo had come from had come back from a lot this year. Damar Hamlin, the shooting, all the blizzards and stuff like that. The city of Buffalo has struggled. I think you really see that in that Buffalo team, which is the drive they had. And, you know, it's good for them this year. I know we're way late to the party considering that it a while ago, but let's talk about the number one team in the DMV right now, ranking wise. That'll be your DC Defenders in the XFL.
Dude, I haven't gotten a chance to watch any XFL games. I watched like 2 drives of like the first game of the season. I watched like the first 2 drives.
Yeah.
And it looks interesting. It's just it's never gonna compare. And this is part of it. Not hating on any of the athletes in there. They're all very talented. I mean,
a lot of them play NFL. Some of them play NFL. Some of them play USFL. Yeah.
I mean, way more talented than I'll ever be.
Oh yeah.
But it just feels like it's never gonna top the NFL. And like I like what they're doing, and it's almost kind of like the AHL or like the G League, you know?
Yeah.
Like these guys are, you know, even if they might be older, say some of them are 29, 30 years old, you know, they still could get that spot, you know, like, say like the Titans or someone calls you up, hey, we need a backup running back this week.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, everybody uses this example, but you look at Taylor Heineke. I mean, he went from being an XFL quarterback and then sleeping on his sister's couch, and then he, I guess, technically took I guess that was at the time the football team to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, he really grabbed the reins there because the football. I believe they're the Washington football team at that time before they became the Commanders, and before that was post Redskins era. He really grabbed the reins there. He led that team, and I mean it was amazing. That's good for them. Right now, current standings: DC Defenders 2-0. First in the North. So it's good to hear. You know, we might throw a few more lemons on the field. You know, beer snake. But hey, I mean, I really think that since they're under new ownership, you know, The Rock had come in because WWE had originally owned it, or Vince McMahon and an owners group had originally owned it. Vince McMahon sold a stake in that. Some controversy there. I don't really want to get into that. I don't know. I'm not educated enough to get into that. I don't really know what was going on there. But, you know, Dwayne Johnson stepped in. It seems like they got a good thing going here. You know, he's been attending these games. He's having this business grow, which is great because, I mean, we all love watching football. So why not get a couple more months of football to watch, you know? If I can watch football till May and have it come back, you know, in the fall of this year, I'm only off for the summer. And in the summer, I got NBA finals. So, I mean, it's just it's like I got MLB finals and I got baseball. I can go see a Phillies game. We can go see a Fredericksburg Nationals game and pay $5 and get the front, you know, like seats behind the home plate. So, so we're each going to give a sports story from our career in playing sports. So, I played baseball for a couple of years, 6-7 years. Tyler played a conglomerate of sports, just a smorgasbord. But a good thing from baseball from me, one that I can vividly remember. It's a game where I was playing. This would have been, I want to say it was 6th grade, summer. No, 5th grade summer. I was on. My team was the Red Sox. This year, Coach Webb had bought us all a bunch of gear, so we'd all have matching cleats, matching pants, matching bags, just so that we had that uniformity in the team. We were a good team. Okay, the top team was either, the top team was either always going to be the Cardinals or the Yankees, just because of who their coach was and who they had in their team. If they had the Zoller boys on there, and if they had the Clatterboss, I mean, they were going to be the best team. But my team, I remember, I got up to the plate, and my coach just said, all right, I want good contact. We had a runner on second and a runner on third. He was like, I want, just ball and play. We'll just see what happens. 1 out. This is a school night game. Actually, I need to remind myself it was a school night game. And so, get behind the plate. Get the grip on the bat, take a strike, take a ball. The 1-1 pitch comes, heater inside, crank it deep center field. Didn't go over the fence. And I'll be honest, I was chunky. I'm still a little chunky, but I was a little chunky as a 4th or 5th grader, whatever I was. So I hustled. I'm out of breath running around these bases. I'm getting around there. And my coach is telling me, slide at home. I decided, no, I'm running. I'm just running at this catcher because I played catcher too. And so I looked, I kind of peered to the left. The cut man does not have the ball as I'm running third. So I'm like, okay, I'm up the whole way. Get there, 3-run inside the park homer. I mean, there's a few errors there, missed a few bats. So there's something inside the park homer, but I'm going to count that as a home run. So that's a pretty good sports story that I have. That was, to be a 4th or 5th grader and crank a homer that was pretty good to me.
I guess. I mean, so growing up, I played like 1 year of soccer, right? As almost every kid, pretty much every kid in Culpeper did. And then ever since I think I was 4 or 5, I played flag football.
Yeah.
And then as the years, grew into tackle and stuff like that. Never played single down of middle school or high school football, but probably my best memory was probably more recently, and it was I was playing flag football, and it was the championship game. We started off the season.
I want you to go ahead and give the background there, because this is a Cinderella story right here.
Yeah, it's even though this was a rec league, it felt like this was something you could make a movie out of. It was really
most
crazy.
Definitely. Considering, I mean, you had been injured a lot in football before, and so for you to,
dude.
Even though it had been flag, you coming back and playing was a big thing for us.
Dude, to give, I mean, you guys will learn, for the people that do listen to this, you guys will learn more about us each podcast. Growing up, in the 3 years of middle school, I suffered I mean, I guess you could say career ending, but pretty much
major injuries.
Yeah, every injury made me contemplate quitting football.
It was never just a rolled ankle. It was something always a serious thing.
Yeah. 6th grade, tore my plantar fascia.
Yeah.
7th grade, got a concussion. 8th grade, I got a fractured growth plate in my left heel, and then an avulsion in my right hip. So essentially, I couldn't walk for 3 years. I mean, with my concussion, you still it hurt to move my head.
Yeah. You had to wear sunglasses and a hat all the time because of
my light sensitivity to this day is still terrible. But besides that, it was my first season back in flag since I was probably either a middle schooler or early high school. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
We started off the season 1-5, and we came back and ended up making the play. I mean, every team makes the playoffs. There's only 4 teams in the league, but we started off at the 4 seed, or no, the 3 seed. I'm so sorry, the 3 seed, and we upset the 2 seed to go to the championship. And then in the championship game, We were down 13-0. My coach put me in at quarterback, and we ended up. I'm trying to think. We ended up winning the game.
Y'all won
Ooh,
by a touchdown, didn't you? I think that's what it
I'm
was.
trying to think. I have the score. I have
It
the
should be on your
score.
Instagram somewhere, I think.
Yeah.
That was a good game, though. And let's also not forget the fact that the team you're going against in the championship game has a all-state running back with Malachi Terrell there.
Yeah. Malachi Terrell, who is now currently a first or second team All-State running back.
Yeah, first team All-State.
So I forget. I think the score might have been either 9. I think it was 19-13. But besides the point,
yeah.
we started down 13-0, and I told my boys, I was like, "Look, this game's not over. Like, wreck.
Got to kick it into gear.
Yeah, whether this would be wreck or not." I said, "We all paid to be here. We're all on this team. We've made it this far. Let's try to go." And it just felt like everything was in slow motion, man. I mean, I think I only had 2 incomplete passes the entire second half.
Dots. And
dude,
honestly,
I was throwing.
We were giving it to the refs, though. Me, Carson, and your mother were going in on those refs because they were making some horrible calls. I mean, I know it's flag football, but come on.
Dude, oh my God. The best was when they called, I'm trying to think of what it was. I think it was an illegal. They didn't call roughing the pass because I remember they were getting frustrated and one of their kids like blitz and I got rid of it and then he gave me a little shove. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of sold it. Like I didn't fall it back a little bit, just to try to see if we get the extra few yards.
Yeah.
And I remember they just like looked me off, but then like we were getting calls for stuff I've never heard. Like it was just bad. But at the end of the day, we ended up coming back and winning, and it was just such a cool moment, dude. Like,
yeah,
even if for being a rec flag football game, it just was such a cool moment for me because like it kind of gave me that like knowledge. I was like, man, like I can still do it.
Oh yeah. There's still, I still got a dog in this fight, pretty much.
Yeah, I still got that dog in me.
Still got that dog, Yeah.
Yeah, still got that dog.
All right, so next thing, we're not there yet. I hope at some point we will be. With sponsors, we wish we had. So big thing for me, fruit water from Aldi. If you want to sponsor us, let us know. I love fruit water. Apple, use that a lot. Amazon also use that quite a bit.
Prime wouldn't be too
Prime, yeah. Kit Kats, Reese's peanut butter cup, pretty much the whole Hershey's thing. Planet Fitness, spend a couple bucks there. Uncle Elders, if you'd like to sponsor. Wegmans, pretty much anywhere that sells like hot spicy chicken. Pepper growers, I have peppers. If y'all want to spot me, peppers or have us test spicy products. Hot sauce right here. We both love it. So yeah, we'll hopefully get there. Mobile games. I don't play that many mobile games, so we gotta hold off on them. But who knows? If the money's right, I'll make the ad. Raycon earbuds or whatever we need. So, I mean, wherever the money's at, that's what we're gonna support. The next thing we got here, this is kind of gonna be a comment section interaction thing or a fan interaction thing. So we'll probably set up an email for y'all to email us recommendations, stuff like that. But our goal here is to create a sport. So at first, just write it out on paper. So how it's played, what it's played with, like measurements of the field, how teams work, how many's on the team, rules, stuff like that. So we plan to write this out on a piece of paper and then put this into practice with our friends and actually live stream or record that game. So give us ideas on sports maybe that you think that you've had in mind. Oh, this would be a cool thing to do. Or taking aspects from, like, if we take something from football, take something from baseball and stuff like that. Like, it's a big thing for us. I mean, I'm a big baseball guy. So I'm trying to do like what the Savannah Bananas did, AA team that just have fun, do banana ball. Yeah, turning over $250,000 a game. I don't expect to get that, but I want to put something into practice. I've got a football field in my yard, pretty much. I've got 100 yards down in my front yard. So, I mean, y'all can hit us with recommendations, stuff like that. We'll surely try to do the best we can.
Honestly, if y'all just want to see us do something, it doesn't even have to be. If y'all want to see, like,
we'll do hockey highlights, stuff like that.
Dude, yeah.
Pick up basketball. All of us have hoops, so yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I feel like Honestly, I feel like the way to end it is I feel like let's end every episode with a hot one person decides one person picks a hot take. Other person has to either agree or disagree with it.
Okay, so first thing, we need to add our useless tip, which our useless tip today, we already discussed it, was if it's raining outside, bring an umbrella. That's our useless tip for today.
Our useless tip of the day.
Yeah, our useless tip of the day is, and then we need a quote of the night. So Tyler, I'm gonna put you on the spot, him with a quote of the night, and then we're gonna give our hot takes and our cold takes.
Quote of the night. Here we go.
Let them cook. The water is boiling. The stove
The water
is
is
on.
boiling. I heard this at a lacrosse the other day. I can't remember. It might have been my boy Schmidt who said it,
Okay.
and it was something along the lines of "Don't stop when you're doing it right. Stop when you or stop when you don't stop when you're doing it right. Stop when you can't get it wrong."
Yeah, okay. I've heard that a few times. That's a good quote. That's a good quote. I know I sound like LeBron there. That's my favorite quote. That's my favorite quote. But that's a really good quote. All right, so you gonna do the hot take or am I gonna do the hot take?
You.
So I've got the hot take. So hot is controversial, not controversial. You're gonna have to remind me here. I need a little help here.
Hot like super hot take would be like you need to be able to like defend yourself in war. Like
Okay. Okay, so hot take. All right, y'all get ready for this. Hot take. I don't even know if it's mathematically possible at this point. It may not be. Hot take, Wizards make the play-in. Wizards get to the conference finals. That's my hot take.
Hottest
That's my hot
I've
take.
ever heard in my life.
I honestly think the Wizards kick it into gear. We got the Hawks, and then we got the Raptors. I think if we kick it into gear, we've got it. We will not win the conference. We will get swept in the conference. But hot take, Wizards make it to the conference finals. And I know everybody right now, if there's anybody listening to this, they are laughing right now because the Wizards are a dog water team. They're never going to be good.
Let's just
Let me have my hope.
Wizards record real quick.
They're only, I got to pull it up real quick. They're only like 28-32. Yeah, 28-32. They're 10th.
So
right now they're in the play-in. Right now they're in the play-in.
Yeah, theoretically they could still make the playoffs, yes.
If we just got to we're 2 games behind the Raptors, 3 behind the Hawks, 4 behind the Heat. I mean I'm happy.
Theoretically,
we kick it into gear, we're good.
I guess honestly, I'm gonna drop mine. I can drop mine. It's not really a hot take.
You're supposed to be a cold take, I thought.
Huh?
You're supposed to do a cold take.
I'm gonna do a cold take.
Yeah, you're doing a cold take. I did the hot take. You're doing the cold take.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure how good my editing is.
I guess my cold take is gonna be. I'm gonna say. I say Suns make. If we're thinking basketball, I'm gonna go Suns make the conference final in the West. I don't think they win though, and I think a lot of people believe that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that like the Suns are gonna make it there, but I just feel like not enough chemistry.
I'm with you on that.
My hot take though, and to all 4 of the people that like hockey in Virginia, that's not including my friend group. I think the Sabres are going to make a deep playoff run. Not even saying that as a fan, but I think if we can
like what I've seen with the Sabres team. I like what I've seen.
If we squeak into the playoffs and don't get matched up with the Bruins round 1, I definitely think we can make it past the first round. Another thing is, for hockey, I know a lot of trades have gone down, and I know you don't follow hockey as much as I do. Well,
yeah, I watch games. I pretty much don't. I don't do roster moves though.
Yeah. So, like I said, for all 4 hockey fans that are out there, Timo Meier, I don't know how you pronounce his last name, just got traded to the Devils. And it kind of pissed me off because I wanted the Sabres to try to trade for him. But the Devils now have Hughes. I don't know their entire roster, but I know that they're buzzing right now. And they're almost a 40-win team. I'm pretty sure. Again, I'm not a hockey guru. I do know most of my stuff. I don't really follow a whole lot of other teams. But I know they're buzzing. So the Devils, I feel like, are definitely a team to watch out for. And it's crazy because they like I wouldn't be surprised if they made it to like a deep, like maybe conference final. But
Yeah.
my opinion, I feel like the Bruins got in the Duffy this year. So that's my little prediction. Bruins NHL champion. I feel like basketball is going to be the Bucks. I feel like they're just Giannis is the best player in the world.
That's a good team. That's a good team right now.
Giannis is the best player in the world, and I feel like no one's really going to stop him. So.
I'm with you on that.
Right.
All right. Well, we thank everybody. I know this has kind of been a 40-minute episode. So we would have run out of time on Zoom had we have used Zoom. So, Skype, we're going to see if Skype comes in clutch. If y'all know any other softwares we could use, let me know, because Skype was kind of spur of the moment. We were planning on using Zoom. Zoom only gives us 40 minutes, so I had to change it on the fly. But not really sure when the next episode's going to be out. As of now, just going on YouTube, just because I don't have a means of putting it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or anything like that. So as of now, just YouTube. Like, share, comment, give us recommendations for new segments for the show. Things you want to see. Top 5 is going to be a thing we do probably most times. As of now, it's looking like 2 of these a week, 2 to 3 of these a week, probably not every day, just because we all kind of get busy.
Yeah, it'll probably be, if I'm assuming, probably closer to the weekends.
Yeah, that's when we record it, and we'll release them periodically throughout the week, just because how it is. Sports is still going to be big. We're going to talk about what's going on in sports. We're not really going to go into current events in the world too much, just because we don't. Not that we don't care, but like, why do you care about my opinion on it?
It's a sensitive subject.
Yeah, and what I have to say literally means nothing. So sports is sports. Our local stuff around us. We'll probably do food reviews at some point too. Go to his house. We'll also do a podcast where we're going to set up a mic in his house or my house or something, and we're going to make hot sauce and answer questions, hopefully, that y'all have sent us, or if not, we're just going to talk for 40 minutes like we did this time, and
we definitely got to get the boys on here.
Yeah, that's going to be a thing. It's going to take a little bit of time, but yeah, y'all get to, with everybody that's comfortable, get introduced to everybody in our friend group.
And that'll be the episode where you guys get every bit of context.
Yeah, to everything we've ever said. It's all going to come together like a real big puzzle. So everything's going to fall right into place.
So,
but yeah, we appreciate if you listened. If you listened all the way, that's good for you. If you stopped in and out, that's good too. Again, appreciate you listening. It's very late for us right now, so I'm sure me and Tyler would like to get some rest, considering tomorrow is a school day. We both work today.
Got that 3-hour lax practice tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
Light work. Get it's just Isaac and Ziggy, so you got this in the bag. But we'd like to thank you for your time. If you listened, share with friends, family, like, comment, subscribe. Give us recommendations, just hopefully the first of many, but would love to see more people interacting with this. So that's all I've got. Tyler, if you got anything, hit him with it.
Oh, my phone just fell out of my bed. Yeah. Well, hopefully my phone stayed in one piece. Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's the intro. Just no.
I'm keeping all this in too. I'm keeping all this in.
That's perfect.
It makes it seem more genuine.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna definitely talk about some stuff off camera to talk about. We're probably, like we said, we don't really want to keep it political, and we both have our own opinions. Not that they differ a lot, but it's just, if one person hears something they don't like, and we don't want to. I mean, we're just starting.
We want to be welcoming. We want to be our thing. We don't want to be stepping on toes or anything like that. We don't want to have issues with anybody. So, they believe this, they believe that. So that's why I kind of like, you can see in my room, I don't really have anything that expresses any beliefs in my room. I've got this not famous racing driver, great brand, sponsor us, please. Great hat, repping it. Big thing, with the whole driving thing going on. So please sponsor. But yeah, I mean, we're just gonna be trying to be genuine and talk to y'all. So
And next time, hopefully, I will have a little setup so where it's not just TK the entire time.
yeah,
I
hopefully
feel like, yeah, we'll probably figure that because I think right now they just see you, right?
I think right now they just see me, but we'll see in editing if I work my magic. But yeah, it's been 45 minutes and 53 seconds of recording. Some of this is probably going to cut out. Might add a little few things in, so it might vary from a little bit from that total. But thank you for your time. That's all I got for y'all. I think that's all Tyler's got for y'all. So be on the lookout for episode 2 of the Will and Tyler Show, just on YouTube for now. But we are working on everything else, so be on the lookout for episode 2, and hope you enjoyed. See ya.